opening night. As far as regular season goes, I guess opening night. They've had a couple special races. First time stock car's been up here. We're out. Rob finally got the car done. I think it looks good. I like the orange and blue.
You like it?
I like it. It looks real good. He's running a crate this year. Bryan's got an open motor, but it's awful quiet. It's kind of strange. Race cars sound like that, but you know, guys, the crates run good, especially here. The guy that won nationals last year had a crate. So. It's a real cool night. Everybody's wearing jackets. It's low 60s right now at 5 o'clock. Pretty good breeze. I don't know if you guys can see the flags. Pretty good little breeze. So probably only get colder. Seems like the last nationals last year was cold. Down at Arrowhead was pretty cold. So I guess I don't know, kind of getting used to running in the cold. I haven't checked. There's not a whole lot of cars here. Springfield's racing tonight too. I know a couple guys down there. I think Bodie's down there. Good luck to him in his pure stock. Grayson just pulled in. He went up to pre-tech. Will's over there. So we got a whole crew out. And there's already, when we come, I don't know, 45 minutes an hour ago, it was already had like 13, I think 13 stock cars. So probably a pretty good class. It's getting to be right up there with B mods, numbers wise. And it's, I mean, which is kind of, it's almost a little strange because Lucas Oil's the only place around here that runs them. I guess Urbanet's gonna start running them on Friday nights. But I think Bryan drew a 108. Not a real good start, but it can make up a lot of passing points. You never know. Kind of getting thrown together. We had to change a gear. Rob had to set toe. We haven't been up to the track to look at it yet. It's probably pretty wet, I would assume. It might not be. They ran, I think it was the MLRA guys here a couple weekends ago. The two-night show. And it's pretty good. It got black slick like normal, but it didn't. Even with those guys, it didn't red up or nothing. So they had they put a new surface on it. I'm not sure where they got the dirt, but it's over winter. They're supposed to put a whole new surface on it. Rob's setting tire pressure. I don't know if you can tell, his car's running right now. Will's probably drowning it out. It's just so strange. But hopefully it runs good. It's the same chassis. So Bryan's car was Rob's for a couple years, and first half of last year, if I remember right, that's a Victory chassis, and the one Rob's got now that he just bought is a Victory chassis. It's a year or two newer than this one. But, I mean, you can tell the cars look very much similar, especially since they both got Camaro nose cones there. But hopefully have a good night tonight. I think, as far as I know, they're both, I mean, we're going to run points here. We're going to try to run here every weekend. They only have us, how many are there on the schedule? 13 or 14? Huh? Here, 11, that's it. And we're on the schedule for 11 races here, which is a lot less than normal. So I think we're gonna maybe do a little traveling around. He's wanting to go to Arrowhead again this Friday. The World Without Lost late models are gonna be down there, and stock cars are a supporting class. So I think we're gonna run down there Friday, hopefully. I don't know if Rob will come with us or not, but I suspect we will probably go to Arrowhead a few times this year. Will and Bryan both seem to like it. So it's not too far, for like 3 hours, I think. But with them not running very often here, we'll probably hit there, maybe go up to Lakeside or Humboldt a time or two. You never know. But I'll show you Grayson's car. It looks pretty good. I don't know that Grayson's ran a stock car before. He's a pure stock guy, but it looks pretty good. He's a pink guy. Pretty clean, pretty straight. Probably won't be by the end of the night. They said something about, I don't know if you can see it. Rob's got a body line. I don't know if you can see it right there. But they said something about it. Bryan's got one too. They didn't say nothing about Bryan's, but Bryan's is straight and it's a lot harder to see. But Rob said, well, just wait until the end of the night. It'll be beat straight anyway. Hopefully have a good night. We've got a whole line of stock cars. I don't know if you can see Johnny Finwall's down there. There's 7 or 8 of them right here in a line. We got late models, A mods, B mods, and stock cars is their weekly classes up here. But the guys just got back from driver's meeting, dialing some tire pressure here. Be out for hot laps. Well, Bryan didn't look great during hot laps. Rob looked pretty good. So did Will. But it's still really, really slimy. They were the first group out. Bryan just couldn't really get a turn, really. Rob couldn't get the car rolled over, and it looked good. Of course, none of them really had any grip, not really any forward drive. It was all just spinning because it's still so many. But it looks pretty good now. It's peeling off. The late models and A mods been out there. It's starting to peel that top surface off, so it'll get tacky here before too long. With the wind, there's not very many cars here, but they didn't have a whole lot of moisture in it. It didn't look like, so it'll probably get black and dry slick tonight probably. Bryan, Rob, Will are all 3 in the same heat. Let me check here. Will starts 2nd row outside. Rob starts 3rd row inside, and Bryan starts 4th row outside. 9 car heats, 8 laps. Hopefully we'll do good. Sun's starting to peek out. It's actually a little warmer. It's pretty chilly tonight. Hopefully Bryan and Rob both stand to make some passing points here. I'm pretty sure. I didn't go to the driver's meetings, I'm not 100% sure, but it's usually heads up. They did I think if I remember right, last year they did redraw a couple times. Hopefully they're not. I think everybody likes, all our guys like it, just heads up from passing points. Starting a little farther back, we know quite everybody and pretty much everybody in their heat. It's not going to be easy to pass guys, but you know, Bryan's got a good car, ran good here last year at the Nationals, ran good down at Arrowhead, and it looks like Rob's got a pretty good car too, so hopefully we'll pass some guys and finish up towards the front, get a good starting position for the feature. faster than Will and Rodney. Those two right in front of him. I think he did. It looked like he got Will right there at the line. Not 100% sure. Rob just said the back end just really loose, just kind of sliding everywhere. Every once in a while, it looked like it hooked up and rolled, but it's not very consistent, definitely. But first time ever driving the car, have to figure it out. I'm sure they'll do some adjusting. Will or Bryan could have passed Will earlier, and probably Rodney both, if it just would not stick in 3 and 4 when he entered on the bottom. It's still pretty slimy down there, but he just get tight and wash up on the exit of the turn. He about took. I think he about took Rob out when he was passing him, and about took Will out once too. But if he get that turn, then I think he can put down some good laps. Grayson won. I don't think I caught that, but it's the first time ever in a stock car here. I don't know if he's ever even driven a stock car before. He's a pure stock guy. But barely got a lap around Waylon there. They come out of 2 one time, and one of the top 3 guys, the motor just sounded awful. It wasn't like, it almost sounded like it was knocking, kind of, I don't know, but it was just the 1 lap, and I think that's when, it might have been Waylon's, because I think that's when Grayson got around him. Hopefully nothing's wrong there, but they cleared up after that. That's the only time I heard it. As you can see, it's still pretty wet, quite a bit of mud. I don't know how good my cameras did. It's pretty muddy, probably happen pretty soon, especially starting back there in the back. It'll probably put us mid-pack in the feature. 20 laps, I think, just normal 20 laps. So plenty of time to work up there. I think there's not very many cars here. I don't know if you guys can tell that. There's nobody in this. This is the only rig in this whole section. There's only 3 right here. I would say 3/4, maybe about 3/4 of what's normally here on a weekly night. If there'd been 2 or 3 dozen more cars, I think the track would have blew off a little sooner during hot laps. Especially down the bottom of 3 and 4 there, where it was still pretty slimy. So you might have been able to get a little more drive off of the exit there. I'd say by the end of this, it'll be blowed off. We figured, me and Will's dad were talking, we figured it's going to be dry slick. A little bit of moisture they had, not very much. But not very many cars. It might stay pretty decent all night. Not get too black, hopefully. I'm sure Rob will do some changes here to see if he can figure out something that's fast. It just takes a while when you get a new car, learning it to figure out what it likes, what it doesn't like. Rob's had Bryan's car for several years now, and now Bryan's had it for a little over a year, so kind of got this figured out, what to do, what not to do on it. So I have to learn a new canvas here. Not too bad on a start to the night. Passing guys, got some speed in the car. Hopefully we can carry that over to the feature, end up with a good night tonight.
On the backside of my vegetable box.
So Casey Thomas.
Pushed me in the wall, I just let off. It was 3 wide, me, Bryan.
Well, I thought the jack and go in there.
Getting ready to head to staging for a feature. Bryan starts 3rd row outside. I think Rob starts 6th row outside. So quite a ways to go. Track looks good. It's blacked up a little bit. No more slime, so hopefully we get some traction here. Pass some guys. Have a good finish to the start of this season.
You got Nicomo and a t-shirt here tonight.
Grayson just got in there a little hot. I think it was a combination of Grayson getting there a little hot, and Bryan was having to, every once in a while, he had to really get on the brakes to get to turn the center. He's making a good speed, but I think a combination of those two things, Grayson just got a little too close, got up in his rear end. Not real hard, just enough to lift the back end up off the ground a little bit and spin him around. It might have been not near as bad if he didn't have a Camaro. Grayson's got a Camaro front end, just like Will and Bryan and Rob. So it's got a little bit of a slant there on the nose. If it was a flat like Will's, like a Monty front end, it might have just kind of bumped him, maybe not spun him all the way around. There at the end, he just kind of got mired back in traffic. It's hard to drive a fast car slow a lot of times. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but he'd have to get on the brakes really hard, and it's left front sparking real bad because he's having to get on the brakes so hard to keep it out of people. He just decided to pull off there, not to hurt anything. He's got a good car, fast car, ain't no sense in putting yourself in a situation where you don't need to be and end up tearing it up. Rob, I don't know, he acts like he might not like the crate motor. I already talked about trying to find a open motor to use, but I don't tell him. New car, he just had to, out of anything, had to figure it out and get to race it. It's the first time he's ever been in it. So he's got to probably make some adjustments this week and figure out something that works, hopefully. But could be a lot worse. He got woed up right, or Will got woed up right before he hit him. I mean, their front end's probably kissed, but that could have been a lot worse than it was. Especially right there, being right there in front of all, there's a whole bunch of guys trying to swerve and miss him. But not too bad of a night. Cars aren't tore up. That's the main thing. Like I said, next week I think we're gonna go to Arrowhead. I think, unless plans change. Like I said, I think I said on here, I said on Facebook, I think I said it earlier in the video, I got some job stuff in the evenings this week, so I'm probably not going to be able to get this video out until the following week. And if we end up going to Arrowhead, I will push that back a week too as well. But I gotta get this. Cindy's trying to drive the four-wheeler. Oh, she's gonna hate me for doing this.
Late model, the stage is clean. Late model, the stage is open for you guys. Ethan Young in the white
Gonna have fun something, I guess. What? Wait, the car's loaded back in the trailer. It's actually I think it's a pretty early night tonight. It's only 8:45 and we're done. So maybe I'll get on pretty early tonight. That'd be nice. Usually up here on my, I'm probably, since I go to Rob and Cindy's house and I meet them there and then we come up here. It's a little bit out of my way. I'm probably a little over an hour and a half home all the way up here. Won't be too late of a night tonight. It's a good thing. But we get the cars loaded up and head back to Lebanon. We'll see you guys at the track.